Today, Youth Day at COP28. We are excited to highlight the work of some young environmentalists.
Yes, Amy Meek co-created Kids Against Plastic with her sister when they were just kids to inspire and educate the youth about environmental issues. And Amy joins us now to share more about her fight to reduce plastic pollution and her debut on American television. Joining us from across the pond, I'm assuming. Tell us how the Kids Against Plastic came about and what inspired you to actually launch this charity.
Well, thank you so much for having me and letting me speak about our charity. Now, it's amazing to kind of have opportunities like this. Kids Against Plastic started so many years ago now, back when my sister and I were 12 and 10. And it came about really just from a passion of finding out about plastic pollution and the impact on the environment through the UN SDGs in particular. And us just having this feeling of thinking, if we don't do something about it, then who's going to guarantee that someone else will? And so we started almost 8 years ago, back in 2016, making a difference. And since then, our tiny campaign has grown into a charity that engages school children, families, businesses, organisations, all sorts of different sectors in tackling plastic pollution, but in particular focuses on empowering young people to really feel like they can be change makers around environmental issues that they're passionate about, no matter what their age is.
No, and I love that. And can you that's a big statement to try to give people hope, right? Like, oh, I could actually do something that makes a difference. Can you list a couple other the charity's goals and maybe some impacts that you've had?
Absolutely. So one of our main schemes that we run is our Plastic Clever Schools initiative, which has engaged nearly 2,000 schools now internationally in plastic pollution and more recently Climate Clever Schools, which focuses on climate change more broadly. It's been amazing to see the work that schools around the world have done as part of that scheme and to really see the progress that kids can make when they work on an issue that they care about, in particular in an environment like their school. We also run something called our Kids Against Plastic Club, which is a group of over 300 members now, also internationally from all sorts of ages, from 6 years old even up to 15, 16, who we support in their own action in their communities and help run their own campaigns in different countries and different fields. And we also have our litter logging app, which we've logged ourselves over 100,000 pieces on, and now encourage other people and other kids in particular to get outside, get litter picking as a simple first step to making a difference, and then log it on the maps that we can really see a picture globally of the plastic waste that's produced and really then start to focus on reducing some of those key hotspots.
Well, Beautiful. Can you explain some of the ways that you work to really inspire kids to tackle this issue? A lot of kids just want to stay inside and stay on the devices. How do you get them out there and get them passionate about it?
I think one of the things that I've seen through running Kids Against Plastic is that you'd be surprised how many kids have such a passion for so many different issues, in particular the environment. But I think often we feel like as young people, especially as kids, that you can't really speak up against an issue until you're grown up, until you're an adult, until you know everything there is to know about it. And I really think that couldn't be further from the case. And what we've seen with Kids Against Plastic is it's not about trying to give these kids passion. It's about trying to unlock it and show them that actually there are other young people, there are other people around the world here who are wanting to support you on the things that you care about, but actually showing them how they can take those first steps. So that's why we support youth campaigns through our charity and help those kids to actually get their first action projects in motion. But that's also why we just run things like our weekly meetings and our CAP Club community to really show kids that there is a network there is that support and that really you can start making a difference from right now.
Yeah, you can. I mean, absolutely brilliant. What you've done in the last decade. Can't wait to see what you do in the decades ahead. Thank you so much. One of the founders of Kids Against Plastic, Amy Meek, for joining us
Appreciate
today.
It. I remember doing that as a kid too, just like with a bunch of friends, we would go clean up downtown.
It can be a social thing.
It was cool. It was it's like going out trick-or-treating. Like who can get the most trash?
Well, for more stories like these, check out Pattrn on the Weather Channel app on Roku, and you can also find us on these stream channels.